I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, hi Gayatri.
Hi, hello.
Yeah, we'll get started. Okay. So now, when you are looking for a change, like what kind of role you are expecting? Like you want what kind of roles in terms of technicality as well as on the other terms as well.
First of all, I want to go for full-fledged Spring Boot and microservices development part where I can explore the new technology because
Anything you worked in the cloud side? Any exposure into the cloud?
I do have basic knowledge. I can say I have created Docker images and all, but honestly don't have any hands-on on that.
Okay, so but you used a lot of application servers, right? WebSphere, JBoss. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So, can you talk about some of the technical challenges which you gone through in recent days or any of your recent projects?
So one technical challenge I can say which we all have got on that log4j vulnerability. So yeah, so that we did on the fly on Sunday itself, that where the log4j issue was coming. So we were also using the log4j in our client. So we, but yeah, fortunately we have that out that we had that facility, so that we just modified in the from outside only. No need, it was not required the rebuilt and redevelopment, so we just modified the format message no lookup true, and that issue was resolved. So this was the latest one which was hectic for us because it was not planned actually, so that kind of production issue. And
You told in previously you were part of or you are kind of leading a team as well. So, in terms of leading a or managing a team, what is your like key challenges, like, or what are the things which you think like where we need to take care most?
so first of all, if uh, your colleagues are your juniors, so first we need to understand what is their capacity. Like one of my colleague was not knowing the Java, so if I will assign her Java code, it will be struggle for her. So I was first thing I was taking care that assign to that what only the person is capable of doing, and if something new came, so then get some at least source of help for them so that they can finish their work, and try to take their status if they are they got stuck up somewhere or something like that. Try to take their views also if they have that, okay, this was I didn't thought that, but they are thinking this is not the right way, so try to think their ways also, and those kind of things. They should not feel that I'm dominating to them, so it kind of peer work, not a lead and subordinate work. So those kind of things I try to take care. Sometimes it is possible, sometimes not possible also. But I try.
Okay. So, did you do any code review and approving the merge process? How exactly that process you are
So
involved? Code reviews and yeah.
so we have SVN at our level. So whenever and sometimes it's like that when two people will need to work on same components. And in current project, I am an individual person, so no need to worry. But earlier this was the case. So in that case, we need the coordination. And when you are saying merge, yeah, we do that in the SVN. So I am not doing that specifically, but we all developer have that knowledge how to merge code in SVN, how to compare, how to merge, and if any conflict comes, involve all the team's member, like that.
Okay, fine. And when you say Java, like what is the version of Java you used
Java 8 is
recently?
Java 8 is there.
Okay. Did you use any Java 8 feature in your
Yeah.
recent
Stream
development?
API is there, like always.
In which scenario you used this Stream API?
So it's wherever we were using earlier the array list, like getting record from database. So JPA repository in Spring Boot now I'm talking about now. JPA repository will give you is giving record you in the array list, and you have to iterate over that array list to find some record in your service layer and return into the So we have used stream there to write code on that array list. There is many other places I can do filter also if I just want to fetch some record. And I don't want to, I want I don't want to hit always database. There is one scenario. So we took all the data from the trading account database, and then accordingly we pass to the method on the filter basis. So there is one code also that which I can literally tell.
Okay.
So stream API is there, and then comparable and comparator, which earlier we used to write a separate class, that we can write in stream API directly by using their sorted method and all. So that we have done.
Okay. 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 Fine. And any design patterns you are familiar from Java?
So yeah, singleton and factory design pattern is there in all the projects. Basically, I can say, which we can easily observe and use, I can say.
Okay. What exactly mean by a lazy loading? This concept. Any idea what is mean by lazy loading in Java?
So whenever it is lazy loading, so hit something whenever it is required, not at the initialization level. So basically in the transaction layer, in repository layer, by default it is lazy transaction only, and if we want to make it error, we can do that in the transactional annotation. So if it is lazy, and if in that my repository blob method, I am firing two queries, one select and another update. So it will fire select, but at the update we will get the error, because it will ask you that make it error. So those kind of concept is lazy and error, I can say. There is one specific exception for lazy loading exception, something we will get that exception if it is by default lazy and we are trying to do multiple operation.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Do you know what is this flat map concept? Flat map?
You are talking about stream API?
Yeah, in stream only. This flat map.
Haven't used any time actually. It is there, but I haven't used that.
No problem. And
Hello?
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
there. I'm just
Sorry. I thought I lost.
And did you use the optional class anytime? Like, do you know where we use optional class?
Yeah, optional we can use is kind of a wrapper over the object. So if my object is coming, it can my resultant object can come null. So wrapper that over the optional object and provide the original object type in the generics, and then you can check that whether it is present or not present, and accordingly you can do. So it also got introduced in the Java 8. So not always, but yeah, sometime we have used that also in the JPA repository and service layer. In new code, I can say, not earlier, whatever we have written recently.
Okay. And in the build and deployment process, you told you have a basic idea about Docker, Kubernetes, all those things, right?
So, yeah, I can Kubernetes, no. Docker, I have written basic Docker file and created a Docker image just to execute that. Kubernetes, no. There are a separate implementation team which will handle it. So I have attended their calls because we have to present at the deployment time whenever it is production deployment, but I don't have any hands-on.
Okay. So when you say Docker, what exactly is the advantage of putting into a Docker image?
So what I understand, like it will give you when I'm creating a Docker, whenever we start with the JDK 8 and all, so it will take some parent image and create your Docker image. So it will involve everything of your project, your individual project, and it will create a single image file. So no need to and I can give this image file to for further deployment, and they can execute that image file, and all my server will be all my code will be deployed there. So as I can understand whatever I have mentioned in the pom.xml, it will be when they will install that, it will be loaded at their file itself. So it will not combine here and go. Only my code will go, and my this specification will go with that image. So it is like um, I can say that yeah, deployment process and same code can be run into the multiple application. It is quite easy to if it comes to microservices.
Okay, okay, fine. Did you work with any messaging application, like we are posting some messages, listening some messages from queues or topics, those kind of things, a synchronous mode of communication?
Asynchronous mode of communication we have in MS messaging queue. So whenever that final output get published into publishing at the publishing time, it get published into the multiple location. So that common publishing file code is there, which will first publish at the file SFTP and all. Then if similar time it will publish at in the database. It will publish, it will email also. So those are asynchronous communications, asynchronous ways of publishers are there, I can say. And that also depend upon the client. If client want only one way, so that we do only one, but not the
Okay.
Kafka and topics are there, and only JMS queue is there. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, I think I'm done with my discussion. Any questions before we disconnect, Gayatri?